YouTubes of the world. And okay, I'm going to just say this. Good evening, good evening, afternoon, or morning, fellow YouTubers of the World Wide Web. And welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Griper, starring your beautiful host, Mr. Arizona. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're feeling well, and hopefully you're having a great and glorious day here on Wednesday, October 15th, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. 2025, a 225. Well, we're going to be cooking something today that, to be honest, and oh boy, this is going to be a good one. Okay, to be honest, guys, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth, I honestly have zero clue as to how this damn thing's going to turn out. Zero clue. But I figured, what the hell? You know, we only live once, right? So, I'm going to grab my tripod, which is, I'm going to take my pick on the tripod over here. Guess, fuck. What the hell? Alright, I've got two different tripods here. Fuck, I think the other tripod. What's up, Mike? Are you old enough to be in here, brother? I hope so. This is an adult stream, guys. Just remember, no kids allowed. So if you're younger than the age of 18, then you have to skedaddle on out of here. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I just go by them. So if you're older than the age of 18, welcome in. If not, you're going to have to leave. Okay. You're more than welcome to be here. That's fine with me. You passed. Here, let me buy you a beer. There we go. Cheers. Who is that? Yo, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I know who you are. Never mind. Okay. What's up, Blue? You're 9. You gotta go, dude. Thank you for your honesty, though. Okay. Sorry, we can't allow kids in here, dude. I was just wondering, because you kind of confused me with your name there for a minute, so I do apologize. You probably get that a lot. Oh, shit. It happens. Anyway, I got to wind up my tripod, because that's the only way I can see it. It's like a wind-up toy, you know. There we go. Now it works. But today we're going to throw something together that, dude, I don't even know if this is going to work good or not. I honestly don't. I'm at a question mark on this. So please, you know, just go easy on the judging, okay? Just do that. Because I honestly don't know what I'm fucking doing right now. So let me show you what I'm working with. Well, I'm trying to make a tuna casserole, right? So I've got tuna here. I've got some mayonnaise. I've got some ranch dressing for a little bit of flavor. Got a little bit of mustard. I've got a little bit of mixed vegetables here. And yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I'm also going to try and see if I can add some cheese on the top of it. So I need to get a mixing bowl, which I happen to have right here. Guys, like I said, this could turn into a total clusterfuck. I don't know. So here goes nothing. If this works, guys, if the wife likes it, I am going to be really shocked. Because this is like one of the very first times I've ever made this type of dish. So anyway, frozen vegetables are going to go in first. And yep, they're frozen, guys. So yeah, I got to deal with that. Anyway, it's just something simple, something easy, you know, something quick to put together when you don't feel like doing anything. You know, and this is honest, folks. Like I said, this is something that I've just put together myself, so. All right, you take care, Mike. Take it easy, bro. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, bud. Thank you. Take care, man. All right. Let me get a can opener for this here. I've been putting out a lot of shorts from like TikTok and bullcrap like that, so I've been just kind of snagging a few things here and there, you know. There you go. Now, I found out with tuna fish, you don't have to drain it. You can just add the whole thing in there. See? You don't have to drain it at all, which, to tell you the truth, it would, oh my God, that helps out so much. Because I heard that you're draining out all the nutrient value if you, you know, if you just drain out the stuff in it, the oils. Because fish oils are very, very important. So that's what I figured anyway. See what's going on in the chat here. Ah, why, thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying my best here. You know, this is my first time doing this. So, I'm going to add a little bit of ranch dressing in there. And a little dollop of mustard in there. Then, I'm going to start adding the cholesterol to it. Adding the mayonnaise. There we go. Don't want to add too much to it. Now you just kind of mix it around. This is something easy, something quick, something that you can simply throw together And whiz bang boom, there you go. How about that? Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Now, I'm going to transfer this. Oh, you mother. That almost fell. That would not have been good. Okay. What up, Diz? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you. Good afternoon. Anyway, let me grab, I'm going to grab a container here. I probably might not need a big one since I didn't do... There we go. Okay. Got me a container. I don't really need to grease it up, you know. So, and I just added this whole mixture in just like that. Then I'm just kind of spreading it around a little bit. Like I said, this is something that I made up on a whim and a prayer. I really hope this turns out good. Okay. Now what I'm going to add, if I could get a hold of something. There we go. I'm going to be adding me some cheese. If I could get this open somehow, that'd be great. I got it. Now, I don't know, like I said, guys, I really don't know if this is going to turn out or not. I pray to God it does. I mean, to be honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. But there we go. All right. Now we're going to add some cheese on this thing. There we go. I like adding a lot of cheese because you gotta make it good, you know. Cheese makes everything good, I think. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to pop this in the air fryer and show you what I do to prepare for that one. Now, what I do... Hang on, let me clear some stuff out real quick. All right. What I do is I open this up. I don't need these. I don't need... Well, actually, I'm going to leave that. Don't need that. And I'm going to put this down on the bottom. Right here like this. So that if any stuff drips down, that way I can catch it. I'm going to go ahead and put that down in there. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to plug it in. Then we'll show you how I do it. It's real easy. It's kind of like a microwave almost. Only it's like a oven style, and you really don't have to mess with it much. You just set it and forget it, you know. So anyway, got it plugged in. So now I'm going to be adding this, that over there, that. I figured, let's see. Now let me switch this around a little bit. There we go. I figured we're going to turn it on first. We're not going to turn it on to fry. We're going to turn it on to... God, where's this bake? Bake at 400 degrees for about... I'd say about 45 minutes. You set that and you start it, and that's that. And there you go, guys. And that is how you run the air fryer. Now, the best thing about it is for you busy moms, busy dads, or even busy people in general. You could set that, and while that's going on, you can just, do whatever it is that you do while that's going on, and you can check on it, every now and then, and you won't have to worry about burning it, because once this timer is done, the oven will automatically shut off. So that's a good thing. It's like I said, it's like a microwave. But the timer will not go on unless it reaches the proper temperature, So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of just putting some stuff up and, talking with you guys at the same time. So, yeah. Well, it's kind of simple once you get used to it. It's just like everything else. You have to kind of get used to it. My wife and I kind of got into a big old huge disagreement about cooking on the stove versus the stove in the oven versus going away from it and cooking it a little bit more simpler, And like I said, I'm trying to veer away from the stove because I get sick and tired of fucking cleaning it every motherfucking 5 fucking minutes. But unfortunately, my wife is kind of old school. She just believes in the oven and that's it. But, you know me, I always look for other alternatives. That's just how I am. Always look for other alternatives. The easier, the better. And guys, when I get that Instapot, that's going to be a whole new different ball game, guys. So many recipes for Instapot and shit. And it's just like, working around a microwave oven. You guys saw how simple it was. Yep. Trust me, believe it or not, Diz, I was cursing a few times too when I fucking first got it. I did not know what the fuck I was doing. I did not know how the hell I was going to do it. My first question was very simple and very direct. When I first got that thing, I'm like, okay, what the hell is this and how do I work it? believe it or not, I'm how I learn how to do things is way different than how someone else learns how to do things. See, with me, I learn by one thing, trial and error. I can't learn by just, reading on something. Yep. That's true, Diz. Who knows, man? You might actually be my brother, dude. For real, man. Good minds think alike. That's good, though. Good minds think alike, man. But you see how I'm doing? I'm multitasking. Where I've already got, my food's already ready to go in the oven. It's, it's cooking away right now. And basically all I'm doing, everything's already cooked. It's already done. All I'm doing basically is just kind of, what do you call it? Kind of cooking the cheese a little bit, melting the cheese over the top of it. So it gets that kind of good crust going. Hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Here, we'll just do a quick check on this real quick. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see very much, but the cheese is already starting to melt on this thing already. Here, let me give you guys a better view. Oh. There you go. See, the cheese is starting to melt already inside there. There you go. That's a good picture of it. Now, once again, this is something that I just threw together. So, to be honest, I do not know how to... What up, Colt? Cheers. Fuck it. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Ah, yeah. That's some good shit. I get tequila every single day. Where do I get it from? I'll even show you. Straight from the tap. That's some good tequila. That's the tequila that you'll never get drunk on. Ever. But anyway, guys, if this little dish is a success, I'm going to be happier than you know what, and I'm going to add it to my cooking repertoire. That's the reason why I decided to record it. Because just in case, just in case it turns out, that way I can actually memorize how I did it. So that's a good thing. That's the reason why I recorded it, or I'm recording it right now. Now I need to ask you guys one thing. Do you guys think I should start putting like do you guys think I should ooh. Hi Latoya. Mwah. But anyway, you guys think I should start putting like vlog videos on this channel? Because guess what I found? For one thing, I found some technology that I've had, and I still do. Okay? Number one, what I have is this little thing. It's a GoPro. May not be a real GoPro, but it's a cheap knockoff version of a GoPro. It's got its own waterproof case and everything in it. And it ain't no goddamn toy. Let me show you what I got. So I took it out of the case. It's a 4K. See? Yeah. So that's one. Okay? For those of you saying that, oh, AZ don't have shit, AZ doesn't have shit, well, that's where you're wrong. Because I'm about ready to show you what else I have. I also have another one. Just like the other one, but a little different. About ready to show you this one too. Once again, got its own little waterproof casing on it. And it's got a little thing like this so I can hook it on my keychain. Now, with this one, I always have trouble figuring out how to get this damn thing open. Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay, you unlock it like that. Now, I have to hold the bottom of it because this thing kind of broke on me, so. But this is another GoPro. It's a 4K as well. See? So that's another one. Hi, honey. How you doing? Good to see you, love. That's my girl. I got a lot of girls here. Got a lot of girlfriends. Nah. They're just good people that I like to talk to. That's all. But anyway, I got this also. Now I'm about to show you the third one. Now the third one on the list is my personal favorite. Hold on a minute. Okay, where the fuck did it go? Hold on a second, guys. I gotta find it here. Motherfucker. There it is. Wasn't on the thing. All right. Now. Oh yeah, I got food cooking today, honey. I got us some tuna casserole. I'm cooking it up in the air fryer in the little mini oven today. Ah, fuck. I'll have to show you here. Da-da-da-da-da. See? I made up some tuna casserole with a little bit of ranch dressing, a little bit of mayonnaise, and a little bit of mustard. Yeah, like I said, this could be a total good thing, and it could be a total clusterfuck. I don't know. But as you can see, the cheese is already starting to melt. The reason why I cooked it like this is because all I needed was just to melt the cheese a little bit. Yeah, you see? See? I'm not the only one that thinks that way. Uh-huh. Exactly, honey. God damn, I wish I would have married you instead. What a crazy couple we would be, right? Holy fuck. That is, if you could stand me without throwing me out the next day. Oh, boy. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I guarantee, if you were to say, could I take your husband? My wife would probably be, you serious? Go ahead. Take him. I'll even pay you for it. Here, just take him. Just go. Just go. AZ, you're going to go with the nice lady, okay? Well, why? I didn't do it. Hurry up and get him out the door before he changes his mind. Get him out. Get him out, quick. Thank you, LaToya. I had lamb hot pot. Oh, God damn! Now I've never tried lamb before. Yeah, but trust me, she wouldn't be too shy as to paying somebody to get me out of her hair for at least a couple of days. She'd probably say, "I'll enjoy that fucking break." But anyway, now I'm going to show off my camcorder. Who then what? I love all of you guys, man. You guys are great. Every last one. I got all kinds of girls all over the place. Never know, LaToya. My wife might pay you to actually get rid of me. Hopefully you won't throw me in a ditch and say, there you go, I got rid of him for you. But anyway, I've also got a camcorder here. As you can see, got a neat nifty. Now, this camcorder is kind of old, but it works like a charm, guys. It's in HD. As you can see. There's that. That over there. It works really, really well. And it came with a tripod and a nice little carrying case with it. So yeah, that's all the equipment I have, guys. Oh yeah, thank you, Diz. I appreciate it. So yeah, for those of you that's saying that I don't have a camcorder, that I don't go nowhere, that I don't do nothing, well, guess what? You're full of fucking shit. Come on, Pressure, get outside. Aurora's already outside. So. But yeah. Oh, why, thank you. Like I said, I was just proving a point that I do have the capability of making individual videos. I'm not totally stupid about it, you know. I'm not. I used to have a total of 6 dogs, but unfortunately, because, you know, my oldest passed away as of recently, now we're down to 5, unfortunately. And there wasn't anything wrong with him. He was just old. You know, we've had him since, I believe, 2015 or 2014, somewhere in there. Oh, Mika.
What?
You know how you said that you don't like meat? That you don't want to deal with meat right now? Yeah. I'm making and I'll let you see it in there. Look, I'm making us a tuna casserole. I've never made it before, so I figured what the heck, and you could be the good taste tester of that. Yeah, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, man, you know, he was one of the first dogs I ever owned before. In fact, there's kind of a story about him. All right, unless you want to hear about it, I'll tell you about it. But, well, you guys know me. I'm always up for a good story. So, buckle up, Buttercup. I'm about ready to tell you. Well, I used to live, believe it or not, my wife got. She is so good to me. I swear to God she is. Even though she says I act like an ass, but... Oh, did I tell you? I went to therapy sessions today. And at the end of the day, there were only 2 people that I thought of, that thought I was an ass. And I'm paying both of them. I saw that on Jeff Dunham. It was funny as hell. You know, I told you that I got into an argument with my wife the other day, right? And I thought to myself, what would Jesus do? So I tried to turn her into a fish. I said, "Begone, Satan! Hello, Shamu!" Well, at least whales only have one blowhole. Did I tell you what happened at last Halloween, right? My wife came out and her shirt was unbuttoned a little bit. And, well, her Hooters came out. And, yeah, we're still getting therapy bills from those kids still. They were more like holiday flappers. You know, she does jumping jacks and about gives herself a black eye. She was telling me the other day that she got out of the shower and she felt a sharp pain. She stepped on her boobie. She was stepping on her titty. Oh, but you know how women's fruit go from high to low? Well, men's do the same thing, but that happens with their ball sack. It goes from high to low too. That's why we have support. Thongs and underwear. It helps. Keeps the eggs in one basket, if you know what I mean. So anyway, yeah. Man, these fucking young kids today, they want to stuff toilet paper in their bra, making themselves look, bigger chested than they really are. And I'm like, I felt like telling them, hey, don't rush it. Just let it happen naturally, please. Don't rush the fucking thing. Don't do that. Never rush to grow up. Trust me, don't. You'll regret it. Don't rush to grow up. That's why I always say, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million billion Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to grow up. Because if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More game, more toys, more fun. Oh boy, you gotta be a Toys R Us kid. That's true. What are you doing? Pressure. Shutting the refrigerator door on me. Yep, that's true. But anyway, back to the story at hand. Now that we have our brief little comedy session here. But anyway, oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why. Yep, I don't know why. To tell you the truth, I really don't know why. Um, people get into, and this is true, people get into, penis, what do you call it? Penis extensions, liposuction, all this garbage. When women are beautiful, women are beautiful just as they are. And I've always told them, even my daughter wanted this and wanted that. And I'm like, dude, why can't you just stay natural the way you are? You're attractive the way you are. You don't need to change for nobody or nothing. See, people that do that are very subconscious about themselves. Me, hey, for all you regulars out there that know me very well, including you, honey, you know me. I got no shame in my fucking game. Not a goddamn thing. If it was fucking legal to run around naked, I'd fucking do it. It'd be a little bit uncomfortable, but I'd get used to it awful quick. I don't have no shame in my game, dude. I ain't got nothing to hide. The fuck am I gonna hide? What? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Fuck it. I let it all hang out. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. If people don't like the way I look, fucking don't look at me then. Simple as that. And by the way, that was a metaphor, by the way. That was just a metaphor. All right, well, you take care. I love you. You have a great... Oh, it's bedtime. All right, you take care. Have a great sleep, and I'll see you in the morning, sweetheart. Sweet dreams. Tucking you in. There you go. Love you. Take care. That was a nice lady. I don't know who she is, but she seems like a nice lady. I got run into a lot of nice people on here. Okay, I gotta shut my air fryer off real quick. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, a crust has formed on there, and it looks great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this off so it doesn't cook anymore. But I am going to leave it there so it'll stay warm while I'm doing everything else. But anyway, now let's get back to the story that I was telling. Okay. Now, this was a while back when me and the wifey poos, we were living in, oh, my wife got spinach. Huh, okay. I'll wrap this up. I've got to wrap this up in, I got to switch phones too. This phone's going to go dead. Or maybe not. I just got to put it on the charger real quick. Wait, I got it on that charger there. So maybe I can slap it on the charger. If I could fucking find a goddamn charger. I think this is one. It is, but it's below everything else. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because it's saying that my phone's screaming at me. It wants to shut down. So I've got to keep it from shutting down by putting it on the charger real quick. So just kind of bear with me. I should have charged up my phone before I went live, but if I would have done that, you guys would have never known what the fuck I was doing. So there you go. So anyway, did it work? Sometimes this thing does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it did. Good. But anyway, let me get some paper. If this stream abruptly cuts me off, if my phone abruptly cuts me off, it's not my fault. It's my stupid battery. Because this is one of my older phones. My more current one is on the charger right now. So, yeah. But anyway, I just wrapped this up in a napkin so it doesn't go bad and rot in here. My wife got us some spinach. Spinach is very, very good for you. Very good. But anyway, as I was saying, we lived in the some blue and white apartments back downtown area. But we lived there for a while. And now this is where the story gets funny. And hold on, I'll continue with the story here in a minute. Okay, this is where the story gets funny. Now, I had just got done cooking something out of a glass dish. Okay? Out of a glass dish. Now, you guys know, as of common sense, you never run cold water on the top of hot glass. Well, I must have not gotten that memo. And I did it over the sink. And well, when I did that, fucking the damn thing broke, glass shattered everywhere. It was in the sink, in the garbage disposal, everywhere. So I was mumbling and grumbling, trying to clean up that mess. So, in the meantime, sorry, I'm trying to put groceries away and talk to you at the same time. So, in the meantime, my son comes through the door. And he was like, Dad. And I'm like, what? And I turned around. Now, mind you, at the time, I was not, repeat, was not a dog person. I was more of a cat person. I liked cats more than I did dogs. So I turn around, and that's when I saw Duke in my son's arms. That, oh my God, just looking at him, it melted my heart. And that was the beginning of me switching from a cat person to a dog person. And that was the greatest moment in my life. He literally melted my heart and really, made me feel great, really did. And we got Duke, we got him, we named him Duke. And, he was a pretty good dog. I do admit, though, and any dog owner could probably attest to this, that with dogs, especially boy dogs, they are a complete and total bitch to fucking train. Because they like to basically, with Duke, he pretty much wanted to just do whatever the fuck he wanted. He didn't care. So, but we kept on him every single day and trained him to finally, when he had to go to the bathroom, he would cry, and then we'd let him outside, and then he'd go to the bathroom, and then he'd come back in. That took a long time to do that. So then by the time we got him all settled down and stuff like that, We got, when we moved here, we got him about, I would say, a few weeks prior to us moving here. And we got him, and there was the only one problem with him. He wouldn't eat his food. He wouldn't eat his food. He wouldn't touch it. He wouldn't even go near it with a 2-foot pole. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? What's going on? So one of my son's friends suggested that we take him to Petco to see what's going on. So we take him to Petco. And the lady lifted up his teeth and stuck her finger in his mouth and said, "Oh, he ain't got no teeth." So I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, he ain't got no teeth. So I found out later that I had to give him formula. And they gave me a bottle and all this. And I'm like, dude, do I have to fucking put him over my shoulder and burp him too? And he goes, if you have to. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Do I have to put a diaper around him too? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I never knew about giving a dog a fucking bottle. I understand a baby, but a dog? The fuck? That was all new to me. So eventually, within about a week, we weaned him off the bottle and he started eating his regular food and yada, 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 yada. And everything was good and he grew up and everything was fine. Then a while later, we got Serenity and she seemed to work out. She seemed to be doing all right. But she got severely, strictly attached to me. And she was extremely protective over me. I mean, she would let very few people get close to me. Even my own wife and my kids. No joke. Nobody got near me except her. And unfortunately, due to something that happened here, she had a pinhole-sized stomach, hole in her stomach, and she had internal bleeding. And because of that, unfortunately, we had to have her put down. So I took her to the vet and spent some time with her in a room. And I said goodbye to her. And I still get upset over that. But unfortunately, that was one of the most hardest things I ever did. Then later on down the road, we got Aurora. And then, unfortunately, later on down the road, we had to put Duke down because he used to eat a lot, and then he went from slowly just eating little by little and then just not eating anything at all. So, there. went that, and we had a choice. We either decided to let him suffer and wake up one day and he would be passed, or unfortunately, we had to take him down to the vet and have him put down. And what's weird was that at the same time I'm grieving over my dog and doing all that, Aurora's mother, which was the dog that gave birth to her, she somehow got killed. I think she got hit by a car or something like that. It was all on the same day, which was crazy. And yeah. Yes. We had Duke cremated, and yeah, we still have his ashes. So yeah, we went and got that done, and he's in a nice little urn. And yeah, cost us about $400, but it was it was worth it. I didn't care. I didn't really care. Price didn't mean nothing. So, but Duke had a good life. You know, he was one of my first dogs, and I'll never forget him. You know. Now with Pressure, on the other hand, Pressure, how we got him, he was actually a rescue dog. What it was that you know, my daughter was at the Circle K up down the street from us. And, you know, she was a little thirsty and she wanted to go get something to drink. She had a little extra money. So she goes to the Circle K, stops at the light, you know, and there was this dog that was standing right next to her. And she didn't say anything about it. You know, she was just like, okay. And she walks across the street, you know, when the light turned, whatever, you know. And the dog followed her and almost got hit by cars just to try and get to her. And eventually he made it to her and stood there and followed her, almost followed her right into the Circle K. And then she was like, well, whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? And some homeless guy came up and said, hey, that's my dog. And she was like, how much do you want for him? And he thought about it and he was like, well, you know, I can't really afford to feed this dog. So we'll just give me $20 and we'll call it a day. So my daughter did, brought him home. He was extremely skinny, extremely emaciated. And they were like, well, before you take him, can we get him fixed first? So they got him fixed. And they got all his shots up to date. And they fed him and basically gave him a home with them first. And then he came to live with us. And before, when we first got him, he was a pistol. I mean, he was tearing shit up, getting into everything, wild child. But now that he's older, he is the greatest dog in the world for me because he's right next to me in everything that I do. Right now he's not. He's outside just enjoying the weather. But every time I'm sitting down, he's always sitting right there next to me. You know, I've got a good bunch of dogs. You know, my son came by and he brought his 3 dogs that he got. And so I've decided to help him take care of them and do all that. So, but yeah, it's been a pretty interesting, up and downhill battle, So, but hell, I don't have any regrets. I don't have no regrets for the way my life turned out or for the way things happened. You know, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens because it was just, it was just meant to happen that way. No one could really control what happens and what doesn't happen. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it wasn't meant to be, well, there's always next time. You know. So, anyway, guys, I've been on here for about an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. So you guys take care. Much love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Take care.